open to the world.
To the freaking world.
Not just the classroom.
Nope. Hi everyone! Welcome back to our channel. Thank you so much for tuning in today. We're going to do a 30-minute old school Taylor yoga flow. We're going to do some stuff that we haven't really done in a while. We're going to go through some sun salutations and a few poses that we haven't done. I encourage you to get a blanket or a block or both and just have them by your mat or wherever it is that you're practicing yoga on. We're going to come to a nice comfortable seat to start. So legs can be crisscross applesauce. You can have one ankle in front of the other. You can come into a half lotus variation where you bring the foot up into the hip crease. But if your knee is way up here like this is, don't even worry about that. Just come into cross-legged. Or you can even have your legs extended out. You're going to be sitting up nice and tall. Hands going to be on the knees. You want to make sure your shoulders are over your hips. Your head is in line with your shoulders. Hands rest on your knees. Roll the shoulders back. Sit up nice and tall. Close the eyes and begin to connect with your breath. So nice full inhales through your nose. Exhale. Big deep breath in. Exhale. And as you become center, I want you to start working on what's called your Ujjayi breath. So it's called your victorious breath. It's a slight constriction in the back of the throat, almost like you're fogging a mirror that's not there. So if you want, you can actually place your hand in front of your mouth, take a breath in, and then fog your imaginary mirror. And you feel that kind of sound in the throat. And you want to keep that, but with the mouth closed. So you take a deep breath in, and then exhale. Deep breath in. Exhale. Keep with that breath. It is supposed to help center you, to help kind of just allow the breath to be more conscious. So we're going to keep with that a couple more times. And then on your next exhale, let the right ear drop over to the right shoulder. And then just go up and down with the chin. Still sitting up nice and tall, keeping the core engaged, keeping the breath fluid. And then we're going to bring that chin to the chest, and we're going to go side to side. Over to the left, and then going up and down with the chin. Go ahead and let the head just relax off to the left side. You're going to take your right fingertips out to the side, hovering over the floor. Take the chin to the chest. The right hand's going to stay out. We're going to take the left hand out this time. Then we're going to go over to the right. Really reaching with your left hand. Eyes can be opened or closed. Deep breaths. And then bringing the hands in, allowing the head to return back to center. Go ahead, interlace your fingers, press the palms towards the front of the room. Then up towards the ceiling, take a deep breath in. Exhale, twist over to your right. Left hand's gonna come down, right hand's gonna come behind you. Roll the shoulders back, sit up nice and tall, and exhale, continue into the twist. Inhale, sweep both arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale to the left this time. Right hand on the knee, left hand's behind you, shoulders rolled back, sitting up nice and tall, keeping the breath fluid. Then we're going to inhale, sweep both arms up. Exhale, we're going to bring them out. So the elbows are going to bend out to the side. You're going to lift the heart up towards the ceiling. Maybe look up if that feels okay for the neck. Inhale, reach the arms back up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Now this time we're going to inhale, reach the arms up, and then take the right hand over to the right. Left arm's going to go over the right as well. Keep the sit bones rooted down into the earth. Right hand is on the floor. You can drop to the elbow, but if that's too much compression in the right side, then don't even worry about it. Looking up towards the ceiling, we're going to reach a little bit more, and then come back up to center. If you've got your legs crisscross, extend them out, and then we're going to crisscross the opposite way. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, bend the elbows out, lift the heart up. Inhale. Exhale. Two more. One more. And then inhale, reach up. Take the left hand down, reach over to the right. Or I'm sorry, to the left. Again, everything is nice and active. We're actively reaching, so we're not just like that. There's a big difference between being active and being just sleepy. Go ahead and come back up to center. Nice. Now this time we're going to extend our left leg out. If you need to place a block underneath your knee, feel free. I want you to flex your left toes towards your face. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, twist to your knee. Take your left hand down. Right arm's going to reach up, and then we're going to reach over. And we're going to hang out here for a couple of breaths. Looking up towards the ceiling, if that's okay. Go ahead, come back up. We're going to take the right hand down. We're going to unravel back to the side. Right leg's going to come out. Left leg's going to come in. Flexing the right toes towards your face. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, take it over to the knee. Right hand's going to come down. Left arm's going to reach up and then over to the left. Or to the right, excuse me. Big breaths here. Feeling the stretch from the whole lower back region, maybe up into the shoulders as well. And then we're going to come back up and come back to center. We're going to bring your right foot into your left foot. We're going to come into Baddha Konasana, cobbler's pose. Pressing the soles of the feet together and flaring the toes apart. I want you to take your thumbs and massage into those inner arches. We're going to bring the knees together. We're going to come to what's called boat pose. So bring your hands underneath your knees, roll the shoulders back, sit up nice and tall, come onto your tiptoes. This is option one. So I'm actually going to flip to the side so you can see. So option one is on the tiptoes, or you can lift the legs up, holding onto the knees, pulling your knees towards your chest. Or you can take the hands apart and extend them out. We're going to hold. And then bring the feet together, knees out wide, bringing the soles in, the soles of the feet in, rolling the shoulders back, inhale, look up, exhale, leading with the chin going forward and down. Maybe extending the arms out also. Holy cow, so tight. We're going to come back up, we're going to bring the knees back together, we're going to come right back into that boat pose. Whatever variation you like. Some people like to do little flutter kicks. You're welcome to do that as well. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. This time we're going to extend the legs out. I'm going to shake them out a little bit. I want you to bring the hands behind you. I want you to turn your fingertips out. Now, if this doesn't feel like, when we come up into the first round, if it doesn't feel good for you, then don't worry about doing it. You can always bring your feet in and come into what's called reverse tabletop. Lifting up like so. Otherwise, we're going to keep the feet extended. We're going to come into what's called reverse plank. Pushing down into the hands. Inhale, lift. And then we're going to come back down. Nice. Go ahead and swing the feet back behind you. And then come over onto hands and knees. Now, if you need to place something underneath your knees, feel free. We're going to bring the hands underneath the shoulders. Fingers spread out nice and wide. Shoulders are over the wrists. Knees are underneath the hips. Pulling the shin in, pulling the belly button in as well. Now from here, I just want you to inhale, let the heart go down towards the floor, pull the shoulder blades together, look forward. Exhale, round the spine, look back at your thighs. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. 3 more. 1 more. Nice. Then come back to center. Take your right hand behind your right ear. Inhale, open up. Exhale, bring it in, taking the elbow down towards the floor. Inhale, twist open. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Last one. Go ahead and extend it all the way up. Reach as far as you can go. And then bring that right hand down. We're going to keep the toes curled under. We're going to sit up and back for toe crusher. Shake out the wrists a little bit. gonna move on to the other side. Bringing the hands back down to the floor, coming back into tabletop, pulling everything in nice and tight. Left hand comes behind the ear. We're gonna inhale, twist over. Exhale, bring the elbow down to the floor. Inhale, twist. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. And extend that all the way out and then bring the left hand down. Beautiful. Now making sure your hands are underneath your shoulders, I want you to take your right toes to the back of the mat and then the left toes. We're going to come into what's called plank pose. Making sure everything is in line, pulling everything in nice and tight. Take a deep breath in, and then exhale, lift up and back for downward dog. Whew. So for downward dog, I want you to stay up high on the tiptoes, bend your knees, send your hips back, and your heart towards the floor. Keep the lower ribs pulled in. Keep pushing into your hands. Then we're going to walk the hands back to our feet, keeping the knees bent. Roll all the way up. Roll the shoulders back. Come all the way up to standing. Then we're going to walk to the front of the mat. Whew. So today we're going to do a couple sun salutations to start. If you would like to go ahead and place a blanket where your knees are going to go, feel free. Come to the top of your mat. Making sure your feet are pointing forward. Belly pulled in nice and tight. So we talked about it in a couple other classes, having a neutral pelvis, not letting it stick too far out or too untucked. Rooting down into your feet. Inhale, circle, sweep the arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, reach forward and down towards the floor, bending the knees, allowing the head to relax. Inhale, halfway lift, bring the hands onto the shins, looking directly in front of your mat. Exhale, take your hands down, right foot's gonna go back, right knee's gonna come to the floor. Inhale, sweep the arms up alongside your ears. Pull the low belly in, foot is curled under behind you. We're gonna come forward a little bit to this left leg. I want you to interlace the fingers, reach the palms up towards the ceiling. And then bring the hands back down to the ground. We're gonna lift the right knee up off the floor, step the left foot back for plank. Release the knees down, untuck the toes, and lower all the way down to the floor. Roll the shoulders back, press down the tops of the feet. Inhale, low cobra. Exhale, up and back, downward dog. Inhale the right leg up into the sky. Keep the pelvis centered, foot flexed. Exhale, pull the knee into the chest as far as you can go, and then step it to the top of the mat. Bring the left knee down. And inhale, sweep the arms up alongside your ears, pulling everything in nice and tight, rooting into this front leg. Come forward into the right. Then interlace your fingers, press the palms up. Then bring the hands down to the floor. Lift the left knee up, and then step the left foot forward to meet the right. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hands to prayer. 2 more times. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale. Inhale, halfway lift, bringing the hands to your shins. Exhale, plant the hands. This time, step the left foot back, take the left knee down, and inhale, sweep the arms up. Now I want you to turn your hands towards each other, so the pinkies turn in. Whew. Core is still active. Take the hands down to the ground, lift the left knee up, step the right foot back to plank. Release the knees down, untuck the toes, lower yourself all the way down. Inhale, roll the shoulders, lift up, low cobra or a little higher. Pulling the hands back, curl the toes, lift up and back, downward dog. This time lift the left leg up, pull the knee into the chest, step it in between the hands, take the right knee down. Inhale, whoop, up onto this side. Now if you're feeling a little bit more stable in your lunges, you can untuck your back toe. Turning the pinkies in towards each other. Bring the hands down to the ground. We're going to lift the right knee up, step the right foot forward, and inhale, just come to standing. Shake it out a little bit. Roll the shoulders around. Sweep the arms out with it. Awesome. Inhale, sweep them up. Exhale, reach forward and down. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, step the left foot back, and take the left knee down. Inhale, sweep the arms up. This time we're going to add a little bit variation here. I want you to grab your left wrist with your right hand, reach up and over to the right. Come back to center. Hands are going to come down to the ground. We're going to lift the left knee, plant the hands, and step the right foot back to meet the left. Coming into a plank position. Your choice to do chaturanga or just lower the knees and lower all the way down. If you would like to do chaturanga, we're going to stay in a plank position. We're going to lower slowly, bending the elbows back, trying to get us all the way down to the ground without face planting. It's not easy. Right, Rag? Chaturanga.
Oh, man.
It's not easy.
It's not. It's not.
Roll the shoulders back. Inhale, low cobra. Exhale, curl the toes up and back, downward dog. Inhale the left leg up into the sky. Bend the knee, open up the hip a little bit more, bringing the foot in towards your bum. Straighten the leg, bring the left foot down. Inhale the right foot up. Open it out. And go ahead and bring the right foot back down as well. Nice. Bend the knees, look in between the hands. Hop, step, or walk to the top of the mat. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees. Roll yourself all the way up. Sweep the arms up. Exhale, hands to prayer. Nice. So that was it, Sun Sal. Hey, we're going to work with a couple other variations. Come to the top of your mat. If you need to take a water break, feel free. Otherwise, we're all good. Are you drinking pre-workout? No.
Bang.
Bang. Bang what? The tea.
The tea.
Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, bring the hands down to the floor, folding, bending the knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant a hand, step the right foot back. Keep the right knee off the floor, left knee is bent. Plant your right hand down or grab your block and place it underneath your right hand. Inhale, lengthen out of the crown of the head. Exhale, twist to your left and extend your left arm up. Bring the left hand down. We're going to spin this right heel to the floor, turning the right toe out. We're going to come up into what's called Warrior Two. So your legs are pretty wide apart. Your right foot is pointing out, your left foot is pointing forward, and your left knee is either in a 90-degree angle or a little bit back behind that. We need to pull the ribs in, pull the low belly in, bring your arms out into a T, and look over your left middle finger. Tailbone down towards the floor, shoulders relax away from your ears, reaching out. Inhale, I want you to straighten your front leg, bring your hands to prayer in front of your heart. Exhale, open back out. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to do this a couple of times. Sometimes I like to take my thumbs and tap my third eye. You're welcome to tap at heart center or wherever you'd like. Inhaling as you reach up. Exhale as you come out. 3 more. Last one. Then we're going to stay out. You're going to release the back arm, lift the left arm up and back. Then we're going to windmill the hands all the way down to the floor. Take your left foot back. We're going to get set up for plank pose. And then we're just going to exhale up and back into downward dog. Rooting into our hands, coming up onto the high parts of the toes, bending the knees, breathing. Inhale your left leg up into the sky. Exhale, pull the knee in and step it to the top of the mat. Bring the block back into the party. And we're going to twist back open to the left once more. Now from here, we need to bring that left hand in, turn the right toes back out. So now we're getting right back into that Warrior Two position, facing the right side of our mat. Let the hand come down towards the floor. Hands are going to go either at the outside of the ankles or on the ground. We're going to bring the hands directly in front of us. We're going to bend to the right and bend to the left and go back and forth. Bend over to the right. You're going to take your hands to the left. Woo. Then we're going to walk our hands back to the front of the mat. Step our right foot forward to meet the left. Keep the knees bent. We're going to inhale, circle sweep into chair pose. So allow the hips to relax back. Bring down into our feet. Using your glutes, hands are in between the, head is in between the arms. Hands are facing each other. And then go ahead and come to standing, bring the hands to prayer. Shake it out. Stretch that right leg. Woo. Take a water break if you need to before we go on to the next side. Ooh, Lord. And at any point that you need to release the knee down, you're welcome to do that. Standing in Tadasana or mountain pose at the top of the mat. Inhale, scoop the arms up. Exhale, reach forward and down. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, step the left foot to the back of the mat. Left hand's gonna come down to the floor. Right hand's gonna come on top of the right thigh. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, look forward. Exhale, sweep the arm up towards the ceiling and twist over to the right. Opening up your heart as much as you can. Reaching. Then bring the right hand down. We're gonna come up onto warrior two on the right side. So your left toe points out to the side. Right foot points forward. Bending the right knee. Spin this way so you guys can see. So right leg points forward. Left foot points out to the side. Hips are pointing outwards. Bring your arms into a T. Look over your right middle finger. Same thing on the other. Same thing on this side as the other side. Inhale, bring the arms to prayer in front of the heart or up to the third eye. Exhale to open it back out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Keep moving. If you don't need to bend your knee the whole way, that's fine. You can do a little bend. It doesn't have to be huge. Whatever feels good for you and your body. We're going to go 3 more. 1 more. Then we're going to come all the way back out. We're going to release that back arm. Take the right arm up and back, reaching, reverse warrior. And then we're going to take the hands all the way down to the ground into a twisted lunge. So the left hand's going to come back down. We're going to twist open to the right once more. And same thing on this side as the other side. So we're going to bring the right hand down. We're going to open back out into a wide forward fold. Except this time we're going to be facing the left side of your mat. So the toes are going to be pointing to the left. And you're going to fold over your legs. Then we're going to bring the hands down. We're going to bend one side and then the other. Back and forth here. Then I want you to bend off to the left. Take your hands to the right. Bring the hands down to the center. Then we're going to walk them to the right, or to the top of the mat with the right foot forward. Step the left foot forward. Release them all the way up to standing. Shake it out. Don't worry, I didn't forget that other chair pose. It's coming in another flow. Whew. All right, I want you to come to the back of your mat. You need to come up onto the tiptoes and walk to the top of the mat. Like you're wearing high heels. Then you turn around, walk back, and then walk backwards. Walk forward, walk backwards. 2 more. Turn, walk to the front, walk back. On your tiptoes. Last one. And then you're going to end at the back. You're going to come onto the heels and walk forward. Walk back. Woo. Walk forward.
Oh yeah.
Walk back. And then walk forward. Awesome. Then we're going to do little heel bops. 3, 2, 1. Shake it out, guys. Now I want you to make sure that you've got both of your blocks at the top of your mat. Coming into a nice standing position, toes point forward, rooting down into our feet. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, reach forward and down. Hands going to come onto the blocks. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, we're going to take the left foot to the back of the mat. Now we're going to work with a little bit of breathing here. So we need to inhale down below, bending the right knee. Exhale, straighten the front leg. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. exhale. Keep the back heel lifted the whole time. Inhale, exhale. 2 more. Last one. And then I want you to go ahead and take that left knee all the way down and inhale up into a low lunge. Grab opposite elbows if you can, or maybe just grab the wrist. You're gonna take the elbows back, lift the heart up. Back toe curls under for a little extra support. And then release the arms, bring them all the way forward. And then we're gonna straighten the front leg, send the hips back. You can't see, but I've flexed my right foot. You don't have to do that. You can keep it just going forward if it's a little much for you. Same thing as before. Inhale, bend into the front knee. Exhale, shift the weight back. Inhale, exhale. 3 more. If you need to place a cushion underneath your back knee, feel free. And then we're gonna end in that low lunge. Now I'm gonna take something behind my knee. This is the pose we're fitting to go to. It's called lizard pose, everybody's favorite. We're gonna walk your right foot out to the edge of your mat. Turn your toe out, then you can stay up onto the block. So we're gonna come forward into this right leg, untuck your back toe, stay either high on the blocks, drop them down to a lower setting, or maybe come down to forearms. Or maybe you don't need the blocks at all, maybe you're a Gumby and you can just come right down to the floor. That's cool too, wherever you are. If you wanna roll open onto the outer edge of this right foot, opening in that hip a little bit more, you can. If you want more oomph, keep the foot on the floor, curl your left toe, lift your left knee off the ground. Keep breathing. Go ahead and come back up onto the hands. We're going to straighten out this front leg and swoosh that leg back and kind of give it a little shake out. Ooh, Lord. Move everything off to the side for a moment. We're going to take a downward dog, but first we're going to be in tabletop. Inhale, soften the heart down, look forward. Exhale, curl the toes around the spine. Lift up and back. Inhale the left leg up. Exhale, pull the knee into the chest, step it to the top of the mat. Grab the blocks, back into the party. And we're going to come onto the other side and do the exact same thing. So, bending the left knee, dropping the hips a little lower, and then exhale, straightening the front leg. Inhale, drop. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Keep going. And if this is too much, you can always just hold. You don't have to do the whole thing. 2 more. Now, last one, you're going to go ahead and release that right knee down and inhale, reach up into a low lunge, grabbing the opposite elbows, lifting the heart up and back. Come back up to center. Hands are going to come down to the ground. Same thing as before. We're going to come into that low lunge and then straighten the front leg. I've got this foot flexed. You can move your blocks with yourself. So when you exhale back, you can walk them back. Inhale forward, bring them forward. The blocks are there to help you reach the ground. They are not there as like a handicap for the pose. It's not what they're for. They're for to help enhance the pose. 3 more. I'm going to give you guys a little bit more on the left side because it's normally where everybody's really tight. Last one. Now we're going to walk that left toe out to the side of the mat. Bring this left arm on the inside of the leg. If you need that knee padding, now is a great time to get it. Untuck the back toe. We're going to come forward into the hips. Again, you can have your blocks, or you can just come down onto the forearms. Ooh. 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 Bless. Don't hold your breath. Breathe. Breathe big breaths. Big breaths in. God bless. Go ahead and come on up. We're going to straighten out that front leg and then swoosh it back and shake it out a little bit. Move everything around a little bit. Take a child's pose if you need to, or take a downward dog. Now from downward dog, I want you to going to come into a plank position. So the shoulders are going to come over the wrists. We're going to lower all the way down. And then we're going to do what I like to call dancing cobra. So untucking the toes. Bring your hands outside, like kind of in a T position. And then turn your hands forward. So the elbows are going to be winged to outside. You're going to come up onto the fingertips. Untuck the toes. Press down the tops of the toes and tuck the tailbone down. Let the forehead be heavy. Roll the shoulders back and act as if you're squeezing a blueberry in between your shoulder blades. And then we're going to drip up. And exhale, come back down. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Whew. Now come all the way down. Bring the hands beside your chest. Curl your toes under. Come up into hands and knees. Untuck the toes. Sit back onto the heels for a moment. Take a breather. If you need some padding underneath your knees, feel free to move it there. This is requested by Jill that I do camel pose. So we're gonna do a little camel. Come up onto our knees. We're gonna curl our toes under. Okay, this is very important. Also to keep the core engaged and the tailbone going down towards the floor. So first things first, I want you to bring your hands onto your lower back. Roll the shoulders back. Keep the heart going up as if you have somebody pulling a string up towards the ceiling. So we're going to roll the shoulders back. We're going to lift the heart up. Inhale, lift up and back. Up and back. And if you're already feeling some compression here, just stay here or just come out of it. Otherwise, maybe take your right hand onto the heel or a block. Whatever is easier for you. We're going to take the right hand to the right heel first. Lift this left arm up towards the ceiling. And then we're going to reach the right arm up. Pulling everything in nice and tight. We're just going to sit back on the heels. So notice that I'm not going forward first. I want to take a moment, let my spine kind of neutralize out. We're going to come back up onto the knees. Curl the toes under. Once again, hands are going to come to the low back. Rolling the shoulders back. Inhale, lift up and back. Up and back, up and back. Maybe take the left hand towards the heel. Reaching the right arm up. Reaching it towards the ceiling instead of going backwards. And then we're going to reach the left arm up also. And then just come right back onto the heels. Now, I want to mention that if you felt a lot of compression or you felt like it was really difficult to grab your heels, just stick with one or the other for right now. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to do both. We're going to grab both heels. But if that doesn't feel comfortable, then just stick with one. There's no reason to rush it, especially if this is something that you don't do on a regular basis or if you've got any kind of previous back injuries or neck injuries. So we're going to come back up onto our knees, pulling everything in nice and tight. Curl the toes under. If you feel pretty flexible, you can go ahead and lay them flat, but I'm going to keep them curled under. And we're going to bring the hands onto the low back. Now up and back, up and back. So the head doesn't necessarily have to drop. You can keep looking forward the whole time or up towards the ceiling. So my right hand's going to come down. Left hand's going to come down. Ooh, this is not as easy as it used to be. Now I'm undoing my heels to go a little further. You don't have to. Notice my head is still looking up. We're not looking back. Heart is still going up towards the ceiling. And then I'm going to reach my right arm up, my left arm, and then just sit back onto the heels. Ooh. Shimmy the feet out to the side, bring them forward, shake them out. That was nice. So nice. Now we're going to come onto our backs. Bring the feet down, roll it all the way back. Oh. Take the legs up, take the arms up, shake them out. Woo. Make sure you got some room. Take the left foot down, bring this right knee up into the chest. We're gonna do a little flossing. Bring your arms out into a T. Go out, in, flexing the right foot. And then bring that knee back into the chest. Take the left leg, extend it all the way out. Left hand's gonna come onto the left knee, or the right knee, excuse me. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, take it over to the left for a twist. Woo. Go ahead and come back to center, hug that knee in. We're gonna come into half happy baby pose. So the right hand's gonna come onto the right big toe. We're gonna lift the foot up towards the ceiling, knee outside. Bring that foot in, extend it all the way out. Reach both arms up, inhale. Exhale, we're gonna bring the left knee into the chest, right foot's gonna go onto the floor. And then we're gonna floss on this side. Coming back to center. Go ahead and extend your right leg out. Bring the left knee in. We're going to grab onto the left knee with the right hand and then take it over to the right for a twist. Come back to center. Hug that knee in. We're going to grab the left big toe with the left finger and extend it up towards the ceiling for half happy baby pose. Keep your right foot flexed like you're standing on it. And the left foot is pressing into the left hand, and the left hand is pulling down. And then go ahead and extend that all the way out. Reach both arms up. Inhale. Exhale, both knees into the chest. We're going to come in a full happy baby pose. You're going to grab the pinky toe sides of your feet. Send your feet up towards the ceiling, knees out to the side. So if you're like this, really trying to like grab for it, don't even worry about it. Just grab like the thighs, the calves, or the backs of the knees. Okay, Rack. Can you press OK on the iPad? I know it's still recording, but thanks, Fran. And if you want, you can rock side to side. You're gonna bring the feet onto the floor. Take the knees together. Bring your hands onto your belly or out to the side. Refocus in on your breath. Taking a moment just to check in with the body. Notice how it feels right now after some movement. Notice how the breath is flowing in and out. Check in with those areas of yourself that you know you need to give a little bit more attention to. And I encourage you to stay here for anywhere between 5 to 10 minutes. If you've been more stressed out than normal lately, then stay there for even longer. Make a point every day to have some form of movement, whether that be yoga, Zumba, just putting on your favorite song and dancing in the kitchen. Movement is just so important, and I really encourage us all to move on a daily basis. So thank you so much for having this practice with me. As I said, feel free to stay here for as long as you'd like, and thanks again for watching. Hope you have a wonderful day. Snaps.